request, and Barnyarns have asked me to come along and tell you about the Ambition 620. Now this is the second machine in the range of the Ambition machines, and I'll tell you about some of the features on this one and how it differs from the 610. So again, as is the case with all your Pfaff machines, you've got a nice solid cover, so that's going to protect your machine when you're not using it. Perfect if you are moving it around, perhaps taking it to classes and workshops. And then in the lid here, you've got all of your fabulous stitches. Now with this particular machine, you've got 136 stitches, and we are seeing the introduction of alphabet stitches within this particular machine. It's the first machine within the Ambition range that gives you the ability to add in those stitches and add in your text. And talking about additional features, the scissors option, where it's going to be allowing you to actually cut your threads, is something that we see within the Ambition 620 that we've not seen before. So in a similar vein to any of the Pfaff machines, you've got a nice easy threading system, whether it's a case of you're winding your bobbin or you are threading your machine up. The guide in the book will take you through that, but you work your way from your thread through your tension unit all the way through. Now with this particular machine, you don't have a tension dial because you're going to alter the tension with the machine itself. Your foot pressure is at the side, there's a dial here, so you can manually move that, but your tension is operated using the computer on board the machine. So you're threading up your machine, you come right the way through to your needle threader. Again, pretty standard with regards to the Pfaff machines, but then you've got your stitch plate again with your imperial, with your metric in there, and again with your clear cover with your 1/4 inch marking. So that's perfect if you're a dressmaker, if you're into home decor, or maybe a quilter. You've got all the markings that you need. With this one, you've also got your buttonhole lever at the back there, so you're going to engage that if you are working with your buttonholes. Makes it nice and easy for you to get that perfect buttonhole when you need it. And then your accessory case, as you can see there, slides off. Again, do consider going for the extension table to open up your area if you are working on larger pieces of fabric, things like quilts, curtains, if you're creating notes, things like that. Then you've got your accessory box where you're going to put all the accessories that come with your machine, and of course you've got the ability to put your longer pieces at the back there, and again that just simply clicks in place like so. And then working our way up the machine here, you have got obviously your buttons with regards to your reverse sewing and also start stop if you're sewing without your button. Don't forget, with this particular machine you have got your IDT as well, so your integrated walking foot, which simply clicks into place at the back there. The nice thing about having that built into your machine means that you can change to a specialised foot if you're wanting to, and not have to sacrifice your walking foot feature, which you've got with your IDT there. As I say, you've got your reverse button, your start stop button, and then you have got the ability here to reset any of those decorative stitches that you're wanting to. Yeah, that's something that you can do when you're working with those. Working our way up, your scissors. Now this is the first time within the Ambition range that we see the scissor button, and what this will do is cut your threads, which make it very simple and easy when you are creating your sewing. You've got your tie-offs, you've also got your needle up and down, so of course you've got that pristine tying off your stitches at the beginning and the end of your sewing session, and also your needle down for your pristine turns. Across the side here, you'll notice that we've got your LCD display. Now there's a lot of information featured in here. First and foremost, you can see the stitch that is selected, and you're going to choose your stitch by referring back up to the guide at the top there. Certain stitches you can use additional features, so for instance if you're going for a satin stitch, say stitch number 86, you key that in on the keypad and you'll see that the stitch comes up in your display here. With satin stitches you can utilise that Alt button there, and that will allow you to stretch out your satin stitch, and you can see that you've got a little illustration in the screen there to show you whether it's a single width, double or triple width. So complete control with regards to those. When it comes to your stitches, you will automatically dial up a stitch and it will be reset to the correct stitch length and also the position that you're having it within the actual swing. And then all your information, if you press on your information button, it will tell you where your tension is set. And of course, if you do want to alter that, you can do, whether you need your feed dogs up or down, which of the feet to use, and a recommendation with regards to your needle as well. So that's lots of information that is there. As you work along the bottom, you can see you've got your different tabs highlighted here. So the first one is your information with regards to your stitches. Next one that you go to, just by keying along with your arrows, this allows you to create sequences. So for instance, you could set up one of the stitches at the top here, a flower followed by a leaf, and so on, and that will create your own unique stitch formation, and then you can save that as one of your settings if you want to, so you can go back to it at any time. Next tab that you've got relates to your alphabets, and as I say, this is the first machine within the Ambition range that gives you the opportunity to select a word that you're able to stitch out. This could be for personalisation or maybe for your labels on the back of your quilts, and you've got your uppercase and your lowercase featuring there. The final tab that you've got is to do with your settings, and this is where you can go in and change any of these. So if you wanted to, you can change your thread tension, you can select a twin needle, stitch with safety to ensure that you're not going to break any of those needles when you're stitching with a twin needle, and so on. So that's all kept within that menu there. And then if you're wanting to go back to your regular sewing, then you do that quite easy just by pressing there. So you can see it's a very comprehensive machine. Of course, there's a lot of information that I've taken you through there, but all of that is detailed within the manual that comes with your machine. And of course, the Barnyarns team are there on hand should you need any further advice with regards to this machine or any of the machines that they have from the Pfaff range. So hopefully that's helped you make a decision.